Alright, got another match with the Penny Dreadful Mono Blue Wizards deck. After an 0-2 start back to 2-2. I like this hand, I can keep this. Abandon to kill two things, or tap down two things. The Scry land so I can push down some lands. Siege is pretty good, I'll keep that on top. Ooh, goblins, huh? Could be a scary matchup, actually. Depending on how much removal spells I have. It's basically the go wide part, but I like those displacement waves. That should be pretty good against the token version of this deck. I'm gonna lead off with the Sage first. I don't want any more lands at this point. Negates, good enough, I would say. If it, like I said, it's a token version of this deck. Can't really attack into the Prospector as much as I'd like to. So this next turn is gonna really stink if they have like a Hordeling Outburst. Ooh, nothing, huh? So keep playing these Voids. At the bottom of this land. So this is good. Next turn I can just play the Triumph, but I can still like keep the gate up or something. Click Slither. Can't negate that. Not a goblin, it's an insect. It eats other goblins. So I guess I can get the tempo play in here. As tap down two things. Here comes the awesome power in the band. Get a sick 2-for-1. And I can also just draw a card off the Sage of Fables ability, which I'm going to do actually. Because I already have like the Hall of Triumph coming up, and I need to draw an extra card. So this part I never talked about really. The remove a counter from a creature you control, draw a card. It's really strong. Goblin Rally, that's getting super negated. I guess I'm not going to be able to draw a card. Um, Nothing just playing this thing. The question is, can I die next turn? I just attack with everybody. I'm just thinking of all the things that could happen to me. 4, 8, 11, a lot of damage. I think I'm just gonna attack with everybody. I can easily die. I feel like I can easily die somehow. Oh, there's a lot of lands. Maybe like double Hordeling Outburst. There's one. Oh god. If he goes like Hordeling Outburst, Goblin War Chief, I just die. Okay. Am I dead still? Wait, this is just 10? 13, 14? 13, 14, 16? Burn spell in hand? Oh wait, just creatures he controls? Oh! I'm dead. Oh, I'm dead. This pumps all creatures. Oh, I'm dead. Does he get trample? Oh yeah, he would have gotten trample. Okay, well I figured out how I was gonna die. It was exactly enough actually. Because I didn't realize his guy would get trample with back too. Okay. Okay. I probably don't have time for displace things, so I do like negate though. I like all the flash freezes. I don't have time for this. Like a couple of negates. I have time for like one displace. Maybe I have like play. No, maybe let's play like three negates. I don't need a ton of negates. Like enough. Because like I mean, between like he even had like I'm sure he had like Dragon Fodder Outburst, and he had Goblin Rally, which is crazy. So I could play more like a slower game. The Fogbringer doesn't seem as good. No, this kind of matchup. Question mark? I have a bunch of looks at cards between the Void and the Silvergill, so I could just like keep this. Basically, just lost with a click slow. That don't feel as bad. I just kind of like I kind of pieced it together right after I hit done. I like actually I need a second island. It's funny because I've actually played Quest for Goblin Lord on like my own. I know what that card does. Except I don't. Except I don't actually. Goblins versus Merfolk. Yeah, or Wizards versus Merfolk. Classic, classic. Which is do I block this guy right now? Do I just like trade this? No, I'll just take the one for now. Because if I draw like a Hollow Triumph, then it's really good. And I really want to like, keep this here. Avoid. It's a 3/2. I would like to keep him. Or 2/3 rather. Because I can go 2/3 to attack with a Shaper Apprentice, and then I can start drawing some cards. It's a crazy attack. I think now I want to block. Also, a crazy block here. This guy just looks kind of annoying, especially for my next play, which is playing the 4 mana thingy. I think he's gonna try to like edge me out somehow with like just like going super wide. But here comes a Thieving Magpie here. Okay, Sage. Ooh, I get Sage and a Shaper Apprentice. That's a lot of good blockers. I think he's gonna just like swing in. Oh wow, no swing. Let's see. Let me Void first. That's pretty good. I'll keep that on top. Because next turn I go to ban into that. Sage of Fables. Shaper Apprentice. Kind of a scary attack. It just starts to suicide in here. FTK. Wonder what will hit. Probably the C4 Oracle. Yeah. That's acceptable. He's drawn enough cards. All goblins? The thing about the Shaper to the Goblin General and just taking like 10. A little rough, but I think the Sage will help out a lot. And keep getting my team like bigger than my opponents. Okay, the band's gonna be a 3-2. Shaper Apprentice really does a good job blocking, so attack. Does it look a little rough? Really late quest. Unless he's like sandbagging some other spells. Okay, sandbag another goblin. Um, I could like Tempest Caller and like attack with a couple guys, or just like, or try to draw a card off my Sage. I think I want to draw a card. Let me try that because I think I want to draw into a Displacement Wave. So draw a card for the band. Because Displacement Wave is just like, that's so nuts. I was gonna say how nuts Displacement Wave would be around. Displacement Wave for one pretty much like wipes the board. That's a crazy wipe. Okay. Um, I think then the band's done. I don't really need to block with that guy anymore. Or I don't need to attack with that guy anymore. I don't need him around. He's done his job by drawing me that card. I'll gladly block this. Because now I have Overrun guy. That's fine. Oh man, this Blitzer Wave has been so good against these like random token decks. I like the attack. I don't even need the block actually. Tap on my opponent's creatures twice, even within a ban. Double tap. That was the sickest top deck. I'm not gonna lie. I am not gonna lie to you. That was actually the sickest top deck. I get a couple. I always get a couple of these kinds of videos. All right. I mean, that was the play. That one really was the play, and I was playing to my outs there. I had to just like try to draw into that. And dang, did it work out. I like this hand. I can keep this. Got a lot of looks. I'm actually really liking Void. It hasn't really screwed me over yet. Ooh. Depending how. Ooh, it's bottom. I want to find lands. Depending on how slow his hand is, I might just go like the band and the Silvergill. He doesn't like shown any removal other than like the FTK. None of my creatures even block this thing well anyway, so it's like this. And hopefully my Naban doesn't die here, because I want to draw 2 cards. Sure. Ooh, no 3-drop? Okay. I'll play the Sage first. And then next turn I can just Adept twice. and draw 4 cards. It also gives me a 2-2 blocker. And my opponent just missed the land drop, so I could just I could take some more damage here. Just kind of chill out. Mismatching Frenzy Goblins, dislike. Oh my gosh. I think he has different goblins for each. I think he has different art goblins for each one. These are kind of annoying, actually. So we just draw 4 cards here. Like all the Merfolk Wizards. Okay. Pretty much done with an Naban at this point, I think. I don't know. I could probably... Ooh, that's pretty good on this board. That gives him a lot of mana. Okay, it can't really attack, though. I like the negate here. On the bottom of that. I like attacking. Feel good about an attack here. I'm not really worried about much. Because this sets up the kill for next turn. This sets up the Tempest Caller kill here. Yeah, what am I worried about at this point? I have a negate up, and like... I just Tempest Caller them, and then they die. Like Click Slither, that's kind of scary. Bogart Shenanigans. Sure, I guess. I mean, no, I'm gonna negate that. It kind of makes like the Skirk Prospector like it's like some sort of aristocratic style thing. Okay. Well, I think this is the game. Like, yeah, I guess this should be game. Like Tempest Caller, attack for a lot. Sweet. Sweet. Let's go. Let's go, Wizards. Let's go, Wizards. Hey, what's up, guys? Boy Jamick here, back with the recap of the Mono Blue Wizards deck. 3-2 is not too bad. I think I like played badly in the first couple games, and I think I got a little lucky, honestly. I feel like I got kind of lucky-ish. I don't know. The Slice and Wave did a lot of work out of my board. I played a lot of like token style decks, so kind of helped out. Or just like small creature decks. This is pretty good at small creature decks. I think it's like such a strong card right now. The Naban interactions were sweet. Naban Silvergill was super sweet. I got the Naban Aether Deck people. Water Trap people was good. Like, oh, look at the Fogbringer and the crap out of somebody, I think. That was pretty neat. Yeah, I mean, if the band lives, it's pretty great. I think this deck is like super weak, though, against like just mid-range decks or just like decks that could like interact with your creatures well. I think I want more like these Anthem style effects. Maybe I want like a second Holo Triumph, or maybe I could try Sunken City out. I did end up having like a lot of like lands towards the end, so maybe like Sunken City could be okay. But I like Holo Triumph. That seemed fine. The Paragons seemed really slow. I don't know if I actually like want something like a Merfolk Sovereign, which is like a pump spell for all my other Merfolk. But then I have to move away from like Aether Adept, like just basically Aether Adept, and even Fogbringer stuff. Which like Fogbringer was fine, but it's a pretty good tempo play. I don't think I need 4 of them. I think that's the thing. I think if I just like stick with more of the Merfolk-esque theme with some wizards, I think it's fine. Then I could like shove more like 3-drop sort of anthem effects in here. Like, because I think Adept in the ban was like the best thing I was doing. I was just like, just drawing 2 cards for 2 mana and getting a 2/1 body out of it was really, really strong. Tempest Caller was pretty sweet. It was kind of like an overrun some games. C4 Oracle was fine, not amazing. But you know, it kind of did its purpose, especially with like when you have like a Shaper Prince style draw. Maybe I should like move more towards Merfolk, or for like the kind of use this. I could go into another color. There's also a Merfolk Wizard, Jory and Ruin Diver, which is also a Merfolk Wizard and in red. So that's another thing to consider. I don't know if I'm ever playing 2 spells. Sometimes I was playing 2 spells, especially when I was went into lower curve my deck. Displace was just kind of like a win more situation. I don't think I need 3 displaces. I could probably put some more creatures here. I don't think I need like 3 displaces, but when I did play one, it seemed really sick. Cyber was pretty sweet. I never got to use Gainsays really, or maybe I did. I just never get to cast them. Flash Reaps was fine. I think Flash Reaps is a really strong card in this meta right now. Displacement Wave seemed equally strong. Honestly, it won me a lot of games that I shouldn't have won. But the Voids, the Voids, by the way, the Voids are pretty sweet. Like I said, they're pretty much at a low cost. They never really like screwed me over because I'm mostly a mono blue deck with all my lands come to play untapped, and I only have like 5 double blue spells, 6 I guess, somewhere out the board. But I thought this little card was fine. I don't need 4 of them, but they were good. I don't know. I don't hate them. I didn't hate them at all. They really helped out with just like smoothing my draws out, which is really weird to say out of like a model cutter sort of like semi aggro tempo deck. So that was really helpful. I could look into more 1-drops too for like Merfolk, but they're not really good ones for Merfolk wizards. The only ones are like Enclave Cryptologist, which is kind of like a looter that's leveler. They're actually all levelers, actually. It's Enclave Cryptologist and Skywatcher Adept. They're both Merfolk wizards. Or I don't know if the Adept. Skywatcher Adept, let me just look it up right now. I don't know if it's a Merfolk wizard. Do I not have any? Is it Skywatch Adept or Sky? I'm not sure. I don't have any. I don't own any. In any case, yeah, I could like. I think the Merfolk approach seemed like the coolest. It's definitely like it definitely restricts your deck building in a very interesting way. But there's enough good Merfolk with enter the battlefield effects that it's kind of worth it, I think. And I can just play like sort of like mono beater like Merfolk, like the Shaper Apprentice was, or like Merfolk Sovereign. I don't think it is a wizard. I can look that up right now. I can spell Sovereign right. I think it's a Shaman. I believe Merfolk Sovereign is. I don't have those either. I can't look up anything. But you really want the wizard part for the Sage of Fables, which I don't know if I even need 4 of these. But you know, after turn 3, they seem pretty decent. They did let me draw cards, and that's a cool thing. I never really talked about the secondary ability of removing counters from creatures to draw cards. That was actually a pretty sweet ability. So yeah, moving forward, I could either look for splashes. There's other wizards in other colors that are pretty good. Move away from the Merfolk thing, or move more towards Merfolk, or maybe adding more like anthem effects, things like that. Those seem pretty good. But thanks guys for watching. Appreciate the support, and I'll catch you next time.